Hello, my darling, and welcome to another episode of Glimmer Chats. Let's catch up, Biddy. We are once again out in the garden. It's not even 6 o'clock yet in the morning, and how stunning is the sky this morning. If you're watching visually, I really hope you're enjoying this. If you are listening, we have beautiful clear blue with some very dramatic grey and pink and white clouds. They're just making me feel very, very happy. And of course we have reality with a truck going past. In today's episode, it's going to be quite quick, but I really want to talk to you about coming to things from a place of compassion, because I had an experience yesterday, and I won't go into details, it's quite personal, and I was just absolutely raging, and it was first thing in the morning, and I was just flabbergasted by the complete and utter lack of compassion. I don't know why I expected anything else. This organisation is absolutely notorious for having a complete and utter lack of compassion for people in need, and it kind of sent me on a bit of a tirade, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about how coming to things from a place of compassion doesn't necessarily mean being soft or letting people necessarily get away with things or anything like that. And I also want to talk about the fact that it's very, very important for you to come to yourself from a point of compassion. And we hear so much about self-care and all this, but I feel like it's just, people toss these words out. I was trying to catch the squirrel that was in the tree, but I think he went away. People toss these words about because they're quite buzzwords, and I'm afraid for me, like just saying do some self-care, do some journaling, it just doesn't work. Like, my brain is not equipped for journaling. I have devised a very interesting way to journal with my crystals, but it doesn't happen very often. It only happens kind of special occasions or whatever. But my big way of building my self-compassion is by including mindfulness practices, my grounding practice, coming out like I have my every morning, when I can, to get my feet on the earth, to release like all that trapped electrical energy within my body, and to let it flow into the earth, and let the earth's free-flowing electrons kind of come and join me in my body party. I feel like that's quite a good way to explain it. Doing things like this gives you space to learn how to pause, and I have found that initiating compassion very much comes from a place of pause, because if you have something happen and you react, the likelihood is you are reacting with your chimp brain. You may or may not have read the chimp paradox, but the chimp brain is the protector. This is your instinctual reaction part of your brain, and then you have the human brain, which is the one that kind of has more logic and is the place where you're gonna find that compassion. So compassion goes many ways. For yourself, obviously, as we've been talking about, but also for others as well. And you can utilize this, you know, when you get like a mean comment or something, you've put something out and somebody very thoughtlessly has just decided that they want to leave a mean comment, and quite often for no reason. And if you've made a mistake in it, there is a way for that person to come from a place of compassion and say, look, I don't think you quite understood what you said there, blah, 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 or send you a message so it's a private conversation rather than like a public shaming, because that is quite often what these comments can feel like, is like a public shaming, and that's not very kind, is it? And if you can kind of lead in that way, you actually tend to find that you can kind of reverse compassion as well. So when somebody does leave a nasty comment, you can just be like, right, okay, so they don't know what's going on in my life, but equally I don't know what's going on in theirs. And by either not replying or deleting the comment, because you absolutely can do that, it's your space if it's like somewhere online or whatever, but equally just taking a step back and just being like, right, okay, this person has a problem, but their problem isn't really my problem, and speak to them with compassion. And you never know, you actually might just help them heal something within themselves, and you might find that you heal something within yourself, because the more you do this, like, you are going to feel things like pride and feel happy and feel glad that you can operate in such a way, because it really is a commendable way to be. Like, if we spread more kindness within this world, we are going to have a much nicer and happier world. So having compassion for yourself looks like a lot of things. It also looks like setting boundaries and saying, no, actually, I am a people pleaser. I recognize I'm a people pleaser, and I'm going to say no to this thing that you've asked me to do because I need to focus on myself right now. That's not selfish. It's okay to be selfish. Like, spending a bit of time on yourself is not a negative thing. The word selfish has two sides to it. There's two sides to every coin, and there's also some depth to every coin. You're not being selfish by taking time to look after yourself. There's the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup, and it's a very true and accurate saying. You can't pour from an empty cup. You do have to spend some time on yourself. You do have to spend time doing the things that light you up and refill your cup and are part of your grounding practice. There is nothing selfish about that. To center yourself, to be self-centered, is a wonderful thing. I don't know if this is quite a rambly one or not, but I hope that it's brought you something to think about, and I really hope that you spend some time practicing that compassion for yourself and for others as well. And yeah, remember to find your glimmers, love them, hold them, save them for later, and have a truly magical and wonderful day.